Welcome to the Grateful Living podcast. I'm your host, Talisha Meyer. I'm a published author, writer, holistic massage practitioner, empath, intuitive, and light worker. Join us for this week's episode. Hi, beautiful souls. Today I want to talk about a different way of thinking about goals. Not the hustle version, not the vision board version, not even the positive mindset version, but the version that actually works. Because most people don't fail at their goals due to a lack of desire. They fail because they never change who they're being. And that might sound confronting, but it's incredibly freeing, actually. This episode isn't about pushing harder, it's about understanding why becoming matters more than striving. Let's get into it. We've been taught that success is about effort. Work harder, want it more, stay disciplined. And yes, effort matters, so does discipline. But effort without identity change is exhausting. James Clear puts it beautifully when he says, the goal is not to read a book. The goal is to become a reader. Most of us set outcome-based goals. I want to earn X, I want to lose X, I want to become more confident, I want to grow my business. But outcomes are events, they're temporary. If your identity stays the same, your behavior will eventually pull you back to familiar ground. This is why people lose weight and then gain it back again. People hit income milestones, then sabotage. People start confidently, then shrink again. It's not because they're lazy, it's because identity always wins. Pause here, let that land. James Clear describes 3 levels of behaviour change. 1, outcomes, what you want to achieve. 2, processes, what you do daily. And 3, identity, who you believe you are. Most people start at the top. Lasting change starts at the bottom. If you say, I want to be confident, but your identity is, I'm someone who second guesses myself, your actions will always betray your intentions. You don't rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your identity. That's not motivational fluff, that's just behavioural science. So, how identity is actually formed. This is crucial. Identity is not formed by affirmations alone. It's formed by evidence. Your brain asks, what kind of person does this action prove that I am? Every action is a vote. You don't need perfection, you need consistency. Confidence is not something you wait to feel. Confidence is the result of repeated self-trust. Discipline isn't personality-based, it's evidence-based. Motivation follows action, not the other way round. This is why tiny habits matter so much more than dramatic overhauls. Here's the part that most people miss. Goals feel hard when they conflict with your self-image, when they threaten your sense of belonging, when they contradict your past story. If you've always seen yourself as the struggling one, the emotional one, the one who doesn't finish things, then success doesn't just feel unfamiliar, it feels unsafe. Your brain prefers familiar pain over unfamiliar growth. So when people say, I want this, but something keeps holding me back, that something is often identity friction. You're trying to act like someone you haven't yet become. So, striving says, once I achieve this, I'll be worthy. Becoming says, I will act like the person who naturally has this. This shifts everything. So instead of asking, how do I reach the goal? Ask, what would the version of me who already lives this prioritize today? That person makes different decisions, sets different boundaries, speaks to themselves differently than you are right now, chooses differently even when no one is watching. You don't need to believe it yet. You need to practice it. So this is where I'm going to invite you to reflect. I want you to think of one goal you've been chasing. Now ask, who would I need to become for this to feel normal? What habits would that version of me never negotiate? What would they stop tolerating? Then start small. Not dramatic, not performative, not overwhelming, just consistent. Because identity is built quietly. You don't achieve goals by proving your worth. You achieve them by becoming congruent with them. When who you are aligns with what you want, resistance dissolves. And that's when goals stop feeling like mountains and start feeling like the natural next step. So thank you for being here. Thank you for listening. And I'll see you again in the next episode. Take good care. Thank you for listening to today's episode. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram at _the_grateful_living.